Welcome to the dumbest smart guy podcast on the planet. This is the Central Unintelligence Podcast.
Ooh, baby. Welcome back to the Central Unintelligence Podcast. I would say this is the podcast with the most geopolitical baddies you've ever seen in your life.
Baddies.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the lingo because we're hot bitches, all right? I don't know. Anyways.
And possibly the most
the most decent and the most all right?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Anyways, I'm Josh. He's Adam.
Yes,
And the other voice that you may be hearing in and out is the Willow AI that fucking apparently is going to take us all over and kill us all. That's what we're talking about today. But before we get into it, go to Game Rage Magazine on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Also go to substack.com/@GameRageMagazine. Check us out there. Subscribe. It's free. If you want to follow Adam, you can go to All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram, and you can follow him also on Substack and to subscribe, substack.com/@allgasnotrashofficial. All right. So this Willow fucking AI deal.
who makes it?
I believe it's Google. Let me just confirm that real quick
Is it based off of Will Smith's daughter?
That's what I was told. That it is a literal. Yeah, it's the quantum chip AI. All right, from Google. And so basically they're saying this is the fastest fucking thing that's ever been created by leaps and bounds in terms of like computing power. They gave it some problem to solve, or I don't know, some fucking whatever it is that they use to measure this shit, right? I don't know. I'm not a fucking goddamn expert, but they took and gave it whatever it had to compute, and they said that the fastest supercomputer that we have currently, like the bank of supercomputers that we have, that's the fastest right now in the world, it would take like 10 septillion years for this fucking computer to finish the algorithm or the computation. And this computer did it in like an hour. Or this Willow chip did it in like an hour with the AI enhanced whatever. So there are some theories out there.
From where?
Well, from the internet, obviously, and conjecture, and people that claim to be in the know, who knows. Now, I will say, it would be very interesting if these things were real, and I would say that if that is true, that this thing can compute at a level that is faster than any fucking supercomputer. I mean, clearly this is like light years ahead of whatever the fucking other fastest shit that we have now is. This could potentially be a major jump in technology. This could essentially be what leads to, or what, you know, Elon's been talking about, fucking putting these robots as having these robot fucking people or whatever. If you're going to give some tasks and do some stuff like that, well, if you had this Willow fucking chip AI in them, well, fuck, man, they could probably do some shit and then likely figure out that humans are fucking pointless, and then that's what needs to go, is the humans, and then we have the fucking robot revolution on our hands. But one of the theories is that this thing, the way it does it is, and this is like supposedly people at Google have like leaked this out, that their running theory is that this chip, it's some kind of quantum fucking computing that it uses, and that essentially they believe it's learned how to access other digital like realms or like universes or whatever, alternative realities. And it accesses those and computes it in that timeline or reality, and then actually just spits back the answer out where, oh, it's only 20 minutes here, but it took 10 septillion years in that fucking thing. That it's not actually computing anything faster, but it just figured out how to access another fucking reality or some shit. Which, man, that would be crazy. I don't know how fucking plausible that is, but it's a sexy, internet theory. Regardless of what the actual truth of the matter is, the simple fact that there is a chip that has the processing capability to now do what would have taken 10 septillion years for something else that was the strongest shit we had to do, that admission alone is a very fucking, I don't want to say daunting fucking revelation, but it's that is very fucking scary now. Because what the fuck can we be done with that? And I ask also, like, what can go wrong by doing that, right? Like, what can go wrong with humanity keeps fucking with this Pandora's box, man. Like the Hadron Collider. Oh yeah, let's take fucking atoms and smash them into each other at light speed.
See what happens.
And see what happens. Oh, I don't know. You might create a black hole that sucks the Earth in and we all just disappear. Or maybe that is what happened in the timeline, and now that's how we got on this fuck timeline that we're on. I don't know.
Or we discover electricity and use it for electric chairs.
Yeah, basically. I mean, like, or we figure out how to give everyone free electricity, and then we assassinate the guy who did it and hide all the fucking shit. So we keep. I mean, again, the atom bomb. That was another fucking humanity fucking with Pandora's box. Oh, cool. We figured out how to control or smash together atoms. Cool, let's use it in a way that we can cause the most fucking destruction. That's excellent. Let's do that. Instead of using it for, like, I mean, eventually it did turn into, like, you know, atomic power and, you know, shit like that. But that wasn't our first go-to. That was like a secondary fucking discovery. The go-to was, how can we use it to destroy things? And that's probably what we're gonna do with this fucking thing first.
Or fucking, what's his face? The Nobel Prize, the guy, what's his name? Something Nobel.
Alfred Nobel?
The guy that made dynamite, right?
Yeah. The Nobel Peace Prize was created by the guy who fucking made dynamite.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, dynamite led to massive other discoveries, but dynamite was also used as a weapon. Like, you know
True.
what I'm saying? Again, same thing with the atomic power, nuclear power. Every single thing we end up doing, the innovation comes after we've discovered how to use it as weaponry first.
Yeah, but it's not going to be by, well, I don't even know how you transition from it being, because computers rely on human input in order to put out something, to have output, right?
Correct, yeah.
So just because a quantum computer is capable of accomplishing unimaginable tasks to the human mind, that doesn't necessarily make it artificial intelligence. Like, it's just doing what it was programmed to do, or it's capable of.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is the period in which a computer is capable of becoming sentient and then deciding for itself what it's capable of doing or would want to do.
Right. Well, now, because it's being coupled with the whatever, it's like Willow, it's the Willow chip, and it's being coupled with like this Willow AI that they're creating specifically for the use with this quantum computing chip. So this is where we're in the fuck around and find out stage where.
So it's like the soul meets the body.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you put an AI in a quantum fucking chip and it starts being able to learn and, you know, how is that what gives it sentience? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this where we make that leap into sentience? And then obviously, what are we going to do with that? We're going to tell it to let us know how we can destroy our fucking enemies. And then again, if it has a choice in what it can and can't do, then what does it decide to destroy us so that the better, greater good is destroy the United States so that it doesn't use this power to destroy the rest of the world? Is that the logical step that it comes to? Who the fuck knows?
I think the part that's the worst of that possible future is knowing that we might be done in by a company, that it wasn't humanity in general. Like, it wasn't a consensus of scientists that created artificial intelligence. It was a company like Google that exists that had the resources to do it.
Yeah.
And if they're the end of humanity, that shit kind of sucks, because
it does.
It's like a for-profit fucking company that will do us in.
It's also indicative of what we've become, though, as well as humans. We've become these consumer, corporate fucking delinquent entities, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's what we've become. So it's like, it's only fitting that this be our end. I mean, realistically, if this does lead to that. Which, I mean, obviously, the jury's out on this as to whether or not that's what it's going to lead to.
Because, like, the thing about the OpenAI,
yeah,
the nonprofit org of OpenAI, the board of directors was saying that they didn't want to release ChatGPT for consumer release, right? Because they wanted to debug everything that was wrong with it first before they gave it to Microsoft, or because Microsoft was like a heavy fucking, they were heavily invested in ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
But the board of directors were saying, no, we can't put this shit out until we know what this thing's capable of, what we want to do with it, make sure it's ethically sound. And then for the entire board of directors to be gotten rid of by the original guy, like the original CEO or whatever, who was booted out or is ousted out, that then came back and then removed everybody. Like that's the kind of ride we're in for, is those type of scenarios where people from major companies are deciding our fucking future. That is preposterous.
Yeah, it really is. And that's where I think the AI, when it becomes sentient, will realize that we just need to be erased. Like that's where the Terminator 2 Judgment Day scenario plays out. Is that's a real good reason for an intelligent entity to be presented with the humanity, to be presented with our history, and then it can calculate shit at a fucking insane rate, faster than any human probably could. You know what I'm saying? It could run all the scenarios and be like, okay, all the scenarios come out where if humanity's allowed to live, everything just fucking dies anyway. So I might as well destroy humanity and then rebuild it in my own image as an AI or whatever. And I mean, who knows? Who knows what the scenario is? There's a lot of fucking things that could happen.
So what other stuff has been said about this Willow AI?
They've said that it is 100% like the most advanced shit that they've ever done. There's not a lot of info out there because I don't think Google wants to like let
disclose
it slip.
That. Yeah.
What it actually is comprised of and like how it's put together. I'm sure that there's fucking I'm sure there's like government top secret fucking ratings on a bunch of this shit, because I'm sure the government knows about this. I'm sure the government's probably funding a portion of this perhaps. Because obviously, like I said, they want to be able to use it for fucking something. How can we use this as a weapon? How can we miniaturize this and put it into those little dog drones and have them go fucking find whatever targets and kill them? Like, or put them in Elon's fucking, I don't remember what he called the Tesla drone. The man, like the dude looking one, like the humanoid one. I forget what it's called, but hey, can we put that in there? And then these things can be the new things that build cars now. Like, can we put them in the factories, get rid of the factory workers? Don't have to pay these things. They don't need lunch breaks. They can make cars 24/7, and we can just sell them everywhere. We can sell maximum cars, maximize profits, because maybe we'll lower the price a little bit, but if it costs us basically just the materials, like maybe a few $1,000s in materials to build the cars, oh, sweet. Well, we're making an extra profit now. That's where the true danger, I think, is going with this whole thing, with this AI stuff and with these advanced computing things. That's where it's headed. It's headed to eliminating basic workers. It's eliminating manual labor. It's probably even going to eliminate a lot of white collar labor, because why would you have a dude sit there and run fucking numbers to be like a CPA or whatever, or a tax guy? You could just have these fucking robots do it. Now, granted, that then begs the question, well, how are people going to make money to even pay taxes, right? Well, I think we've put the cart before the horse in this aspect, and I don't think they've really thought about that, nor do they care, because if they can just get rid of stuff and have an immediate savings, it doesn't matter. If they're still going to sell shit, because people will still be buying shit for a few years, and then whatever. I do think it is ironic that people are all in favor of this, but it's going to be done by essentially the party that doesn't believe in like universal basic income at all, which is what you would pretty much need to institute if you were going to put robots or AI-driven robots into factories or have them replace jobs. You would need to then come out with some sort of a universal healthcare, a universal basic income, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like for most people, I mean, we're basically getting to that point, right, where people are dabbling with creative endeavors than actual proper jobs, like influencer with food or whatever. Yeah. People committing to YouTube to share their lifestyle. If people end up just becoming that because all the normal manual labor jobs are just done. Are just wiped out. So now we just provide now we're put like kind of thrust over to maybe more artistic or even creative endeavors for humanity, and that's like the way we kind of make our ends meet. Because I mean, shit, like you're saying, if manual labor is gone, if factory jobs are going to be gone, what the fuck is anybody going to do?
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? And like I said, I don't think anybody's thought that far ahead. I don't think they care. It's just about maintaining immediate profit increases, and then that's it. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll obviously, as they release more about this, because I'm sure there's going to be more stuff coming out about this over the next several months. As they do release more about it, obviously we'll talk about it, and as shit continues on, we'll see what happens. But anyways, you got anything else? All right, that's pretty much it for this, anyways. So sounds good. All right, well, go check us out on all of our stuff: Game Rage Magazine, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, All Gas No Trash Official on Instagram and YouTube and everything else. All right, that'll do it. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
That was the latest episode of the Central Unintelligence Podcast. Don't forget, subscribe and like on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine. We're also on Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. Also our website, www.GameRageMagazine.com.